Hi everybody. So I'm back. I wanted to share with you a little treat that I give myself. There's a restaurant in California called the Yard House, and what they do is they make this appetizer. It's called a tuna roll, and it actually is the reason that I got hooked on sushi. That plus a guy named Patrick who forced me to try it. He was cute, had a nice smile, and you know, it's just, I'm a chick and that's how it goes. Smile pretty, asked me to try something that I'm pretty sure I'm going to hate, and I will try it. Okay, so very first thing, I took this tuna roll and I kind of adopted it to something that I will eat depending on what's on sale. Tonight, they had shrimp on sale. So what you see wrapped up right here, I don't know if you can tell, it's $2.31 for half a pound. I'm not going to use the whole thing because it's so much, but I go straight to the butcher. Guy behind the meat counter, I ask them for my fish, my meat, whatever I'm going to be cutting or using. It has edamame, it's got avocado, it has tuna. Now I know, or I mean tomato. I know I said tuna, but I'm using shrimp tonight. I've also made this with a little bit of halibut. I've made it with cod. And I have my own dressing that I put on top of it. This is something that you can put on salads, marinade, whatever the case may be. I don't know if you guys recognize this, but this is that container that you get in the grocery store. You know, you put oil in it, you put vinegar. It's got the markings on the side. So vinegar, water, oil. Tells you how much without you having to measure. Shake it up, you're done. Good Seasonings is the one that makes it. And it comes with these little packets of Italian dressing. I never use the Italian dressing. These things are literally sitting in my fridge, or in my pantry, not doing anything. But I love the container. It costs $2.50, $3. If you can catch it at like Target, H-E-B, or you know, any of the Safeway stores. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of white vinegar in. Instead of water, we're going to put mustard and honey. We are going to make a honey mustard vinaigrette. That's what we're making. And all we're going to do with this, I'm going to show you how to peel open the edamame for those of you who do not know how to eat this. It's soybeans is what edamame is raw soybeans. Not cooked, not processed, not put into your soy milk, your soy yogurt, or anything, soy cheese of any sort. This is what it looks like when it comes off the plant. So I'm going to show you how we peel off this, and then we're going to mix everything in there. I thought this was a good opportunity to show you that and show you how to cut an avocado. A lot of people don't know how to cut an avocado. I remember my first time. It was not pretty. I think I had an avocado all over the place. So let's start with our dressing because this can kind of sit and steep for a little bit. So vinegar first, and this is just white distilled vinegar. You could use white wine vinegar. Personally, I just prefer the white vinegar. It's cheap. It does the job. I'm good. So now we have that up to the vinegar line, and all I'm going to do, I prefer honey over mustard, so I'm going to put more honey in here. So see how it kind of comes to about halfway between the vinegar and the water line. And then the mustard, make sure you shake it up so it doesn't get that little watery thing coming out of the top. You know how the water comes out and then the mustard comes out? Don't know. So a little bit of mustard, that'll take it up to the water line. Now we just need some olive oil. It tastes absolutely scrumptious with the olive oil, I will tell you that. You have a couple of options with this, by the way. You can put some seasonings in it. So you can put garlic in this. I usually do a little bit of pepper and a little tiny splash of salt. That's about 1/3 of a cup right there. You're not going to really use the entire oil. You've got some monounsaturated fatty acids with that olive oil, so you're good to go. So let's put a little garlic, little salt, and a little pepper in there. Give it a little flavor. So we got your pepper, and you're talking about a teaspoon of each. You really don't need a lot. You know, just a little bit of flavor in there for you. The mustard is going to give it a bit of a kick anyway. This is really good, by the way. Salt, I always put like half a teaspoon. We've discussed this before. I'm not a big salt fan. So adjust it as you need flavor. Make sure the top is on really tightly. And when you go to shake it, or when I go to shake it, I am a klutz, so I put my finger over the top and just shake it. And what you end up with is a honey vinaigrette. Does that not look delicious or what? Okay, so now we've got our dressing. We're going to put that to the side. We've got our empty bowl. It's waiting for us to put some nice, juicy, good stuff in here. Here's our shrimp. We're going to put that in first because I want to make sure that whatever happens with this dressing, the shrimp is going to get the flavor. I'm going to mix up all of this so that I have leftover. So I'm going to take all of these shrimp. I bought the baby shrimp that's already cooked. I'm going to throw this stuff in here. Get it out of there. Oh, that looks delicious. I love shrimp. I love shellfish. So here you go, little baby shrimp. Now, as far as your edamame go, these suckers need to come out of their little pods. So, let me make sure you can see me do this. Basically, you just squeeze it, just like that. You can take this and cut it, and it peels open this direction. Okay, so, but as you can see, it's just so much easier to pop these puppies out. It's just right in there. Edamame does come already pre-peeled, I guess, out of the pods. I buy them in the pods, so I'm going to sit here and do this just because I prefer it that way. Now, I'm not going to let you sit there and torture yourself by watching me pop all of those suckers. I'll do that on my own. Avocado, here's what you do. You're going to cut it in half. Just like that. And this is a very, very ripe avocado. So let's see what we got. Now, from here, you've got a nice, juicy, big old seed in there. Turn it opposite directions, one side to the other. Hi, everybody. Okay, so we're going to continue with the avocado. This is from before where we were getting ready to take out the seed. A couple of things happened, so ignore the wrapping. Definitely be safe with your knives. So you take the spoon and you scoop out the avocado seed. Okay, a lot of times it'll just pop right out. Sometimes it doesn't. And then once you do that, you want to take the inside, and you can do this with a plain old regular knife. You can do it with the knife that you're using, and you just slice it just like that, so you get some pieces going. This little bit here that's brown, it's still good, it's brown, and I don't like brown in my food, so we're going to get rid of that. Other than that, everything else, we've got our edamame in here now, along with our shrimp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my avocado spoon, I don't know if you can see it, but it's completely round, and just scoop out the avocado. Likes to stick to your spoon. So that's what the inside looks like. It's completely round. This end is actually perfect for scooping it right out. There are avocado spoons available. You know, you've seen them. They slice up the avocado for you. That works just as well too. So you've got some of the avocado in here, and I'm just breaking it up because it does like to stick together. I have a couple more pieces here that I chopped up for breakfast this morning. Had to finish up everything after last night. Just a little slip with the knife and a couple stitches. Nothing too major, thankfully. But you know, those knives, they can get pretty bad. So make sure you're very safe when you're using them, and you've got things handy just in case something happens. You can take care of it right away. So need to chop up our tomato. So we're gonna, I don't know how to show you this. So I basically take it and I cut a triangle where the top seed is for the tomato. I don't know if I've showed you that yet. And then I just cut it. And for today, because I'm pretty much one-handed, we are going to just chop it into little pieces. That's all I want anyway, is bite-sized pieces. So chop this puppy up, put it in there, and then we've got a cucumber that we're going to work on. This is actually going to be pretty delicious for dinner tonight. So what you want to do with this is you actually do want to prepare this in advance. So this is something, say you prepare on, you know, a Sunday if you're having a busy week, and you just don't want to think about eating, or you need a couple meals in the fridge for later just to snack on. Lots of veggies in this. Get rid of the seeds. Now, matchstick carrots. I put carrots in here because this is pretty much the only way I'm going to eat carrots. So it does not come in the original recipe. They have a little bit of cabbage in it. I put carrots because I eat cabbage and lettuce all the time. So, okay, so now we're going to move on to our cucumber. We only actually want like a third of this cucumber. Since we're mixing up a lot more, I'm going to do a half. The way that I like to do this is I chop off the end, then I chop off what we are going for in terms of what we want to put in there, and then thanks to my lovely knifing skills, we're going to chop it this way. And then all I need to do in this case is peel. And this is short enough that I can do it essentially one-handed with just a little guide. If you have kids, have them peel away from themselves. Right now, towards me is just going to have to work. But if you have kids, you can actually have them peel in this little tiny bit, and they feel like they're helping you. You know, they like to help you. They like to help you work out. They like to help you cook, and they like to see the end product. At some point, I will show you how to make pizza with kids. There's a couple different recipes that I like to follow, and it's just, they love it. They absolutely love it. The fact that they made it, and they don't know that it's healthy until you tell them that it's healthy. You just have them put their favorite toppings. If they like pineapple, have them put pineapple on. If they like pepperoni, you know, have them put pepperoni. Just get them into it, and they will just love it. They will love you, and it's a bonding experience for the family at the same time. So I cut it in half, and then I cut it in half again so that I've got some nice juicy bite-sized pieces. Now, I don't know if you're noticing, but when I do this, the way that I learn to hold and cut is to kind of cut like this. Move over here where you can see a little bit easier. So once you get to the end, wherever you're holding, that's the end point. That's where your knife no longer goes. We're going to go to this other one. I will cut the other cucumber later just so that, you know, save time for you. I know you're watching this on YouTube, so we'll save you a little bit of time. We'll throw the cucumbers in there now. We made our honey mustard dressing yesterday, or earlier in this video. So here you go. Nice little mixture of avocado, edamame. You've got some shrimp in there, cucumber, carrots. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Look at all those colors. Now, shake up your honey mustard, because even though I am doing this in two separate bits, one last night, one today, when you're making this on your own, things do settle after you mix it up the first time. So shake it up really good, and then all I do is I take about half of it and pour it over it. It's a little bit less than half. I basically just coat it with the honey mustard dressing, and then get a spoon. I like the slatted spoons for these, and mix it. Now, the way that they do this at Yard House, they put a side of hot sauce. It's wasabi soy hot sauce is what they put on the side. I never eat it. I don't know. I like the hot sauce inside of what I'm eating, not dipping in and then eating it. So when I go to eat this, I'll put a couple drops of hot sauce in, but otherwise you leave it just like this. You put it in the fridge, and when you're ready, scoop that puppy out and you have a nice healthy treat. It's kind of like ceviche, kind of a modified version of it. I apologize for the sniffling, guys. Allergies in Texas really suck some days. But ceviche is salsa, a version of salsa with a little bit of lobster, a little bit of crab, some shrimp, sometimes scallops, depending on what you put in it. So this is our modified spicy tuna roll from Yard House. It tastes very similar. I love this with ahi tuna, but as we all know, ahi tuna is very expensive in Texas, so any of the flaky fish work. I've had people use salmon with this dish. I'm not a salmon fan, so if you ever see me cooking salmon, it's because I'm cooking for somebody else. But here you go. This will stay and last about 5 days. You can seal it up, put it in a couple of different Tupperware containers, and you've got either lunch or a snack. And if you really want a nice little treat, package this puppy up. Go grab a good old side salad, garden salad with no dressing down the street from H-E-B or, you know, one of your local places. Top it with this. Oh, no dressing needed. It is absolutely delicious. You guys will love it. The seasoning that is in the dressing, especially if you use a vinaigrette, use your favorite vinaigrette. It doesn't have to be the honey mustard. It's absolutely to die for. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.